Alright guys, so we are going to be looking at a vulnerability called the IDOR vulnerability, which is the insecure direct object reference. And this vulnerability is a very dangerous one that attacker can use to spy on other people's information. So right here, as a pen tester and also a backend developer, I'll be walking you through on how to do stop this kind of vulnerability code in your framework, right? So here we have insecure direct object reference. So as you can see, I said a vulnerability where the attacker or pen tester right here can and where you can access unauthorized data by modifying the value of the parameter like user ID or known user name in a request. So what actually means is that if you have a request, you can switch from your own particular ID to another person's ID. So if an attacker gain access into your platform, the register into your platform, they can actually switch from their own ID to other people's ID and spy on information there. And also, I also give an example right that says example of the IDOR in a banking system or any other application is like this that says if the developer builds the API and if they don't check for auth user very well, it could lead to the attacker switching information from his own data to another user's data. So right here, I have an application in React, not Rich, in React.js, and I have the backend, which is in Laravel. So I built a RESTful API like that. All right, so and I'm using my platform, which is MyPromosphere. You can also actually check it out in the description. You can post things for free, right? And you can buy things there online. And also, if you don't want to buy anything, you can actually make a discussion on my promo talk. You could talk about jackpot trends in Nigeria, sport betting, relationships, sex. Sorry. You could actually say things like Unilag gist, and that's it's like a community, right? So this was actually built using React, and you can actually explore the app and see how it fits for you. So let's start now. So right now I have my React code here. So in my React code, I have device.config.js, and I actually included this thing here so I can actually access it on the Brobsuit server, right? And I also have my backend running. As you can see, the backend is in Laravel, and this is my function called check-in user. So let me go straight to this place right here. So I'm going to do a sign up, and I'm going to call myself pen tester because I'm the pen tester. I'm testing the app, right? So I'll just give this a Gmail. I'm a pen tester, and I'll give it a confirm password like this. Then you can see. So as a pen tester, I'm going to try and log into my app or into any kind of application somebody gives to me. So this is the same thing the attacker will do, right? So I'll sign up. So I'll wait for some seconds. So I've signed up now. So I'll try and log in. As you can see, I'll click on save. I'm a pen tester, and I'm a pen tester. I'm logging. So as I'm logging in, I'm all right. Everything is actually registering on Brobsuit, right? Everything is registering on Brobsuit. So on Brobsuit here, I'm going to try and look for the backend server, right? So the backend server, as you can see, this is it. We have this backend server running on port 80,000. So you can see this is a pen tester. Look at it like this. So you can see this stuff here, this parameter, this URL, this get URL. But I'm not going to touch that one. So what I want to do is that I want to explore the app. I'll come to promote with Promosphere, and I'll come to edit profile. So let me go back to Brobsuit again. And yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here. So you can see this code right, this stuff here that says this is the backend API. So you have the API slash get user slash for. As a pen tester, that's my own. So if I scroll down, so you can see it says I'm a pen tester right here. So right here, I'll click on this stuff here. I'll click on repeater. All right, since I've done on repeater, so you can see right here, I'm on user 4. So that's my user. That's my ID, I mean. So you can see this is it right here. So you can look at it. I have my information here, like that, like that. So let's see if we can actually switch from my ID to another person's ID. Let me take to ID 1. So you can see I switch. I was able to switch to Rectelli and the rest like that. And you can see the ID number. I'm seeing this person's what ID number, right? All right. So if I should even go straight to database here, so this is just database and just seeing it here. So go up to the users. All right, database is actually taking a whole lot of time. All right, so now, right now, I can also switch. Let me see if I can switch to 6. Let me see what happens. 6. Okay, says no. So I shouldn't be able to do all of this at all because there's some API requests that carries, or there's some API response that carries all the information of a particular user. And if the attacker sees that, they can actually do what? Explore with that kind of what information. So what do you need to do on your backend as a Laravel developer? Is that take a look at this code right here. So it says if authenticated, tell them if you're not authenticated, it means you're not authorized. So you can see I said the pen tester will bypass this because he is what is registered. Anybody will bypass this one because you're registered. So this is where the chaos coming. Look at this place. This place here says find user ID. It's just finding the user ID. That is all. It means the pen tester will be able to do a switch from his ID to another user's ID of this code here, meaning that as is if the attacker sees that endpoint, they can switch from their own ID to another people's ID, like the way I have just displayed right here. So this is not a good code at all. At all, it's a very very bad and dangerous code. So I'll comment it out, and I have a very good code here to tackle that. So in this good code right here, so you can see, so this is still the same, and you can see I have the auth user. So right here, I'm preventing this vulnerability, this IDOR vulnerability. So you can see only users can access their own what information. So if you try to switch, or if the attacker or the hacker tries to switch, or even me the pen tester try to switch, I won't be able to switch. I'll only stay on my own, what's it called? I'll be able to see my own information. So I was able to see information 1. Let me click on send again. As you can see, we can't see information 1 anymore. So let me see if I can see my own information. What was my own information? I think my own information was what exactly? Oh, 4. Mine was 4. All right, so you can see I can only view my own information. So you can see I'm a pen tester and this right here. I can't view any other person's word information, right? So let's just give it another try again. Let me open this in the local host here. Local host, my reactors on local host 4000. And I'll click on start selling. I'll click on this. I'll come here. I'll use a fake filler. So you can I have levy. And I'll click on to sign up. So just hold on. So this person should now be, what's it called? Should now be 5, I guess. Yeah, 5. So let's see if we can actually switch to the 5th person. We can't switch at all. We can't bypass it anymore. So you see, we can't bypass it. So I urge the developers to actually, if you're a Node.js developer or any kind of developer, just try at your possible best to not have a vulnerability on your backend code called the IDOR, because attacker can use this to steal information, emails, number, and even if your API request is actually presenting some other information, they can use it to do dangerous things. Please leave a like and a subscribe, And if you want me to do for other programming language like Node.js, Express, and other programming language or framework, please let me know in the comment section below. Your like and subscribe always push me going. And also try and explore my Promosphere app. Try and if you want to discuss about things and all like that, you can do that. You can also buy on the app. And I'll see everybody next time.